David asks, it's not really a question, do a video with just the cards, view of the cards. Alright, I think he wants me to do a hand history video, filming at the table. I film an occasional hand, usually a double board bomb pot at Trooper Thursday, but hand histories aren't part of the channel, so I don't think I'll be doing that. Jay Fleming asks, why do you not study even an hour per week? Why not play 2-5 when the game is good? Why not play one WSOP event just for the content? The thing is, I think it would be popular, a WSOP event. I know so little about tournaments. I think it would just be a pure waste of money. I also don't plan on being in Vegas during the series unless I'm dealing the series. So I don't know when I would even be there to play one. It's not that I don't study, it's that I don't really like take time back in my room to study anymore like I did when I was in high school and when I was in undergrad. I'm playing. I'm never playing and like not thinking about the hands. Like there are things that have been happening this year that someone on another channel, some popular media, some popular medium must be showing this. There's something that never happened before that even like infrequent bad recreational players are doing, and a lot of players are doing that I've never seen before. I noticed that, and I started noticing that in January, and it wasn't like a one-time thing. I noticed it for many days of February, and it's just like a common thing now, at least in Vegas, not so much here. But if that's going to be a normal thing in Vegas, then I have to come up with a way to combat that. So I started noticing that for weeks early in the year, and it was something new, and I thought about how to combat that. But I can think about that between hands at the table. I don't need to like write it down and then go back to my room and spend a few hours thinking about it. I don't know, there's a lot of time at the table to think while I'm in hands, after I'm in hands, between hands I'm playing. There's a lot of time. So yeah, I don't study with like back in the day it was called Poker Stove, and then for some reason Poker Stove stopped existing, and then I started using Equilab, and I know people who used Flopzilla. I never used that, but I understood the concept of it, how it was helping them. I'm never using something like that again, but I'm always thinking about hands during the session and occasionally when I'm not at the table also. And Rich asks if I've ever played Black Hawk, Colorado. I did. It was March 2018. I was on spring break, my first year of law school. I was driving from Lincoln to Vegas. That's where I stopped. It was, I hear it's not spread limit anymore. It was spread limit at the time. The interesting thing was, it was ironic because people say, oh, spread limit, you can't go all in. It was never a problem, which is why I didn't like it. Like, it was never that people wanted to bet more than 100 on a street and they were unable to do so because it was spread limit 100 max. It's like bets never ever came close to $100 ever. I don't remember the exact hands, but I remember telling someone like, I think there were like 5 coolers. I was on the wrong end of all of them, and I lost like $130 or something. Like the bets were just like very, very small, which is great if you're gonna have a terrible, terrible day. It's not very severe, the negative direction, but just like the hands I wasn't in, I'm like waiting for like someone to bet, and it just like never happened. So it was a small sample. It was only that one night, but that one table at I think it was Ameristar was just very poor and playing very, very small. So I didn't like it, but there could be great games all other times of the year. I have no idea, but yeah, played there one time. So that's it. All questions, maybe in like a year or so. Newer viewers, newer trips and challenges I've taken. There will be more questions, but for now, that's it. About a month ago, I put up that poll. A lot of people left comments, and that is every question that was left below the comments. So that's it for now. Cue the outro. And remember, rice is a spoon food.